I didn't lose my husband to another woman. I lost him to the woman who raised him.
Thank you both so much for helping me with these.
Of course.
I'll take this trunk. And I'll get the baskets.
Welcome to African Folktales by Noma. I'm glad you're here. In the heart of Abuja, where traffic never truly sleeps and dreams rise as tall as the buildings, lived a young woman named Nwakaego, a fashion designer, soft-spoken, full of hope. When she married Chidi, a gentle civil engineer, she believed she had finally stepped into the future she prayed for. A peaceful home, a loving husband, a fresh beginning. But life has a way of hiding its lessons behind closed doors. From the very first day of their marriage, Nwakaego noticed something odd. Chidi's mother, Mama Odinakachi, moved into their new apartment just to help them settle. But she didn't leave. She took over the kitchen. She arranged the living room. She detected when they ate, how they ate, and what they should eat. And slowly, very slowly, Nwakaego realized she was not the only woman in this marriage. Chidi could not make a decision without his mother's approval. Where to place the furniture, what plans they could make. Even simple things like repainting the guest room. Every suggestion Nwakaego made was followed by one sentence: "Let me ask my mother." Day after day, Nwakaego felt her home shrinking, her voice fading, her happiness slipping through her fingers. And every night when Chidi slept, Nwakaego cried quietly into her pillow, wondering how a marriage of two suddenly felt like a marriage of three. One rainy afternoon, desperate for clarity, she visited Mama Nkechi, a wise old woman known across the city for her deep understanding of both spiritual and emotional matters. Mama Nkechi looked at a photo of the beaded bracelet Chidi always wore, a bracelet his mother gave him on their wedding day, and she spoke a truth that made Nwakaego tremble. The bracelet was more than a gift. It was a spiritual bond, a mother's fear wrapped in beads. A tie that made Chidi emotionally dependent, unable to fully detach, unable to fully love. Mama Nkechi handed Nwakaego a white candle and said, "When the city sleeps deeply, light this candle. Place it beside him and speak the words that separate attachment from love." That night, when the generators hummed softly and Abuja finally rested, Nwakaego lit the candle. Her hands shook, her breath trembled, but she whispered the words. As she spoke, the room shifted, the lights flickered. A cold air swept through the apartment as if a presence was passing by. The bracelet snapped open, the bond broke, and silence filled the room. At sunrise, Chidi woke with clear eyes, eyes that finally saw his wife. He apologized for everything, every wound, every blind loyalty, every moment she felt alone. Later that day, when Mama Odinakachi came unannounced as usual, something strange happened. The atmosphere pushed her back, gently but firmly, and Chidi, for the first time in his life, stood tall. He told his mother it was time to let him build his own home, his own family, his own peace. Surprisingly, she understood. Love, even overprotective love, sometimes needs a boundary. She packed her bags and returned to her own house, leaving Nwakaego and Chidi to rediscover each other. In the weeks that followed, their home blossomed. They traveled, they laughed, they talked, they made decisions together, not with a third voice in the background. And in a small glass bowl on their shelf sat the broken beads of the bracelet, a reminder that marriage cannot hold three people. one person must step back for love to breathe. This is the story of Nwakaego, the woman who discovered she was married to her mother-in-law, and the night she won her home back.